The final round of this grueling week at Club 27 by Energizer. It ought to be as tough as it gets, right? Round 4, we're going to get some conditions cranked back up. We've got high winds out of the north, very firm fairways, default greens, and default green speed, which I believe is on the firmer side, like on the very firm side of firm, and is back to what we played in round 1, which is 176 greens, which for all intents and purposes is pretty much just very fast in disguise. You know, it's like, oh, we have very fast at home. Very fast at home. It's quite similar. Hey, what's going on, Butch? So let's try and get this kicked off on the right foot. We got tailwind down the hill, downwind. I think we should be able to carry this. With the way that this pin is, we're gonna probably want to have as short of a shot in as we possibly can. So let's see here. 323 gets you about there. Full backspin should just send you all the way through. So let's get after it. Thank you guys all very much so for the luck. I don't understand what happens in my brain. We didn't hit a singular very fast in warm-ups, but we're gonna hit one here. So gotta calm the nerves. Either way, you know, it happens. I appreciate each and every one of you making your way out here this evening or catching it over on YouTube. If you guys have been enjoying it and are watching over on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate the sub if you so choose to enjoy this content. All right, let's try and make something magical happen here. I don't know that we can, because this lob wedge on the high end goes long. On the low end, also goes long. So we can't take this. Gap wedge pitch, I think we honestly can't really attack the pin. So I'm going to play this out more towards center green. And we get low rolled. That's just unfortunate. Alright, take it easy, Oculus. Thanks for hanging out. I will catch you later. Alright, so we're gonna get all the bad juju out of the way. We're gonna get all the bad juju out of the way here. Land it here, there. It's a terrible lie on a long one. So we gotta go a bit longer with it. It's just gonna be short. All right. Bit of an oddball start. We went for it, and then just everything's come up like low roll after low roll after low roll. So faster greens here. Gotta play with a little bit of caution. And then with it being faster greens, let's see about somewhere out here. I hit it firm. So this is definitely not how you want to start. This is not when you're writing up your play sheet. Bogey on 1 is not it. But now we're gonna take those fast swings, put them very much so behind us. That's more so what we need. It's a little on the slow side, and I think this is very firm, so we might actually end up in the heavy rough. Oh, you stay. It's gone. I just, come on, man. Come on. It's kind of rude, isn't it? I think so. So now again, I don't know that we can even make it to the green from here. Yeah, look at that. 104 fast, and we're probably going to end up in the rough here. So I can't. Okay, so right now, you can see just how tough this round plays. I cannot catch a singular break. Not a singular one. All right, so middle of the pack lie is pretty short. I'm going to give this a little bit extra. And then I got to be okay with going to the right here. And then I play... What am I doing? I'm like actively trying to throw this round away. Okay. We gotta gather ourselves. We gotta gather ourselves. Okay, so behind the 8 ball. Hand up behind the 8 ball. But we have every capability in here to bring this back. So we're not gonna give up hope. We're going to fight as hard as we possibly can to get this done. There we go. It's gonna go long. Wow. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. That win, to me, was not ever playing that much. Alright, but we have a birdie look, so... There's a chance for us to potentially pull this back. Pull this back within one. Okay, gotta play this back. Now the question is, like, am I reading these way too much? I think this is probably a good read. Just can't hit him firm. Gotta hit him the way we intend. That's a huge putt. That's a huge putt. Okay. Can't even think about the score. Can't even be thinking about the score. Just got to be taking these one stroke at a time. We'll pull this thing right back in. Little bit fast, but I've got backspin on it, and it's downhill, downwind, so we should be able to just carry it. Lovely stuff. And as long as we can keep that sort of swing out of the approach shot, that's going to be very good for us. So downhill just a touch. We've got like a 13-mile-an-hour wind off the side. Slightly downhill here. We're not going to get 10 yards. But we have to keep in mind with this gap wedge, it's definitely going to want to bounce and release a bit. So I'm going to give a good amount of backspin. Gonna try and take some off of this shot. That's a pretty nice input. Oh, big bounce. Okay, okay, so the loft was able to kill it a little bit more than I accounted for there. So I don't need to play it quite like very firm, but I just expect a lot of bounce on a lot of these. Okay, we're even through 4. We're even through 4. It's as good as a par train to start. It is as good as a par train to start. What's going on, Wizard? Okay, we haven't tried to do anything crazy here up until this point. We're not going to start now. We'll take the hybrid. We'll take the hybrid and bounce it out. Okay, let's keep the turnaround going. 'Cause this is in a pretty decent spot for us. I'm not so much as going to take like a pitch shot and run it out. I think we would just like to take this lob wedge. So what, you've got probably close to 10 miles an hour. And then it's diagonal. So probably landing close to pin high, so I'm just gonna put a bit of loft on it. If we landed a little bit short, I think that's okay. Ball is going left. Wind is going right. Oh, still did get a little bit long. See, there's that. That's that bounce that I was trying to play against. So I guess it's because we landed into an uphill on that last shot. That must have been the key to that. Why it stopped so much. So I should be playing it the way that I initially planned to. Is this really gonna break that much? I guess so. I guess so. Okay, here we go. Come on. Come on. Here's the... I say don't call it a comeback, but it's a bit of a comeback. It's a bit of a comeback. I'd be lying to say otherwise. That's okay. I'll take the crap input here because there was pretty much no chance of us going for this in 2 anyway. Because we're at 312 yards. And like, I could get it up to here and then you're like nearsighted. You have to go up and over anyway. I suppose though there's a school of thought that is try and get over towards the green. I guess we do still kind of go for this over on the right-hand side. Now I'm going to put myself in this heavy rough again. No, it's going to come out short. Okay. Get away with that. Got to find those tempos that we found earlier. So we're going to need some sort of flop shot here. 2 foot past. Or 2 yards past, rather. 38? 35? It's uphill? Yeah, I think you go... I think you go pretty well full off, full backspin here. Just get it up on that shelf. Long and then bouncing back as much as you can. I mean, I could try and partial that, but I'm just a lot more comfortable with the perfect full shot. Because then you get this just nice little uphiller. I mean, it's just moving at the end. I think you just kind of hit it pretty firm and straight. All right, that's a very, very colorful scorecard. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here in 6 holes. Okay, so that swing keeps coming into play. I have to figure out, like, what's causing me to just yank it very fast. It's got to be nerves. It's like the pressure of, like, really understanding how much these shots matter. All right, so let's say this is about 14 headwind, 21 yards. Straight away, this 5-iron is short. I don't want to go up another club. 216, 215, 195. So I think 5-iron with some D-loft is going to be my play. Okay, over D-lofted it. Over D-lofted it. So as long as we can keep this up on the hill here, I think we're good. All right. We'll take it. We'll take it. I really thought that 5-iron was going to, because of the lie that we were on, but I guess you can just kind of de-loft that too much and really punch through the uphill lie and the wind and just kind of hit a bit of a bullet there, so. Definitely a misplay. What do we play here, fellas? 242? And the wind? I mean, like, I'm gonna try this fully backspun. Just trying to get it up onto that back shelf, but I don't know how far this is gonna run. Bit fast. It's gonna run through, yeah. Yeah, I think even straight on, we're out the back. But this isn't a terrible spot to try and chip from, right? I don't think so. We almost stole one there. All right. Almost stole one there. Do I really? I guess the question here becomes, like, if you lay this back and down, and then you get kind of a sideways wind with, like, a 7-iron into that. The other possibility is this. This is a risky shot, but I'm gonna try it. Just because I don't really love the idea of the 7. This is too long. We're gonna go right through. Wow, why does that care? I guess I keep getting tripped up on this hole. It feels like everything just carries way more down that. Because that's twice now. Now we've got to carry the bunker. Okay, so mistakes were definitely made. I think missing out to the right is probably safest bet. Like over the bunker. Yeah, I think kind of a funky spot to be, but at the end of the day, it's actually not all that bad. Talk about making the adjustment. Come on. So we almost hold that last chip out, and we get this one. Fire me right up. Okay. So we are, after all is said and done at the start of the round there, we are 3 under going out. On very tough conditions, so. Now the question becomes, do you just send this or not? 307, 321, you've got some downhill. I'll give it just a little bit. Wind at the back. Like, does this fairway feels like it could just send you all the way off to the left. But the trade-off is if we lay this back, we've got to go 202 yards, like 200 yards with a tailwind into a front pin. So I say send. Come on, Colby. What in the world is that input? Just like full shank. Full shank. We've got an angle. But like, what in the world is wrong with me? Something is just like so uncomfortable in my head. Okay, I do think, though, when all is said and done, that we actually have, like, a reasonable chance to get it near the hole. It's a little bit more left out of that lie than I would have liked it to have been. But that's what I'm playing for right there. That's what I'm playing for right there. And now we just try and do exactly what we did. Okay, we went for the last one. I think we have to go for this one as well. I think we have to go for this one as well. Get this up and over. Okay, that was a little less fast. I can, like, feel myself. I can feel the way that I'm pushing down on those. It just is always, like, a jarring thing when it comes out that fast. Paging Dr. Chipinski, please report to hole 12. Are we getting another chip in on hole 12, Black Sheep? Is that what, are you calling one now? We've been getting them on hole 12. I think the past 2 rounds, actually. Alright. Let's try and put this one just, like, right up by the hole. Let's take a putt in this time from, like, real close. Alright, so 121, and then this is landing just past here. It's got some downhill. Like, I do think that this sand wedge will chase. It's out there maybe a little bit more right than I was playing for. I know it feeds left a bit. Okay, so I didn't need... So I added a little bit extra, and look at that. Look at that. It actually naturally was going to roll that much. So I guess yet again we are looking to try and chip one. There's no way, man. The man's cracked! There's absolutely no way. And we've almost sunk the one on 8, too. What is happening right now? What is happening right now? Who even am I? You're getting uncomfortable, so am I. I don't do this often. I get like one... I used to get them never. I started getting them every once in a while. This is way above pace. We're into some uncharted territory here. And with the way this green is, I could definitely see it that we have to try and chip one again from the back, but we'll see if that's the case. A little fast. Come on, wind. No, I'm playing that in a way where I'm around the hole if I hit it straight or right. And we hit it straight and left, so. Surely not again? Don't call me Shirley. Nope. I got so tripped up with the length of it. We had all the short ones, and then, like, I just was like, there's no way I can do it again, right? And just completely botched it. All right. Got in my head. Got in my head. Now we actually have, like, quite the save to make, which is not what we want, but this is a tough hole. That's way too firm. That's way too firm for what I'm trying to play. All right, so that's the longer chip. I have to keep it in my head that I have to swing way faster. The short ones are like always fast, naturally. The short ones are always fast naturally. The long ones you have to hit a little bit firmer, and that was just like something that completely escaped my mind there. Okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. We stole way too many along the way. Maybe those bogeys at the start of the round were just like a paying it forward, knowing we were gonna take strokes that we didn't deserve. So I think there is a balance in the force. This 4-iron is too short. Gosh darn it. Oh, man. Okay. So, 244. Let's just first and foremost make sure that we're very much so left. I'm okay. I'm okay if this just doesn't go in the water is really what we're after. So distance-wise, carry about 244. Just say into the 230s. I'm gonna take a bunch off with this. And of course I push slow it. You've got to be kidding me. Of all the times. And I got to do it again? No. Surely you have to be joking. This hole, man. That input, man, I can't believe we messed that up that bad. Okay. So this round, I don't know if I mean my inputs have been quite bad at times. That sucks, though, because we had to re-tee it. We had to re-tee it, so... As much as we pulled off some pretty spectacular stuff, I just haven't had my best stuff at all times, and so it's so easy to just really give things away. All right. That's more of the swing we need. We've got what, 5 holes left? So we could still pull something together if we can like really pull something off down the stretch. 181, 179. Up the hill, will this play like I think stock 7. I think stock 7 into this. Is gonna be pretty good for us. Hanging a bit left. Distance is good. I guess we just try and pull the chips out again. Well, I will say this much. That one went a little bit straighter. And honestly, a little bit further, but that one went a little bit straighter, which we would have at least hit the pin. I'm gonna go for it. I think we're gonna go for it. Cause like at this point we kind of need like the big play, right? We've had enough stuff. We've had enough stuff that we've, you know, given back. So I think at this point we just try and steal. Try and steal a little bit. The wind's turning on us. Yeah, I don't know. In my head, it was like the right idea, but like I've also been in my head about tempo. So this has been one of the most bizarre rounds I think I've ever played. Oh, nothing like a glitch swing. Very slowed it. Nice. Nice. Cool. So now we're like extra dead because the shot just didn't even like input. I don't really know what you do here, so I just, yeah, whatever. This is just an odd round. But like way too many mistakes. Hey, what's going on, Vic? Unlucky? Yeah, but also like it's not unlucky because I've played this whole like crap. You know, so it's like my inputs, I've been like so in my head, we've reached in and we've hit some really good ones, but the times where we've made mistakes on input, we've bogeyed. Yeah, so that's been the killer for me. That's been the killer for me. There's no like getting around the fact that I've just been hitting way too many really bad tempos. The fact that we chipped all those in and we're under par is crazy, but like double bogey, like 5 bogeys, I've just every time that we've gotten it wrong, we've gotten it so wrong that it's like mega punishing. Okay. I think this wind carries us down, like, right onto the front of the green. Oh, it's actually going to be just short. Well, that's rip, because very firm's gone. But, like, you gotta try and take the 7-iron in there, I think. Anything more than that is going to be way too much. Alright, let's just try and, like, take a spitballs chance at this putt. Hey, what's going on, Zach? How we doing today? Overhit it. Okay, it's at least in a spot where we can get the birdie. Look how colorful that scorecard is, though. This is it. I mean, there's no other way to describe this other than like the biggest roller coaster ride that I've ever been on in this game, and it's self-inflicted. 110% self-inflicted. But doesn't make it any less crazy. All right, so we're right in between clubs. We're right in between clubs. Like, the wind is going to play just a ton. I think with this, the wind turning actually ends up being a pretty good thing. Yeah, the golf is all right, Zach. We've had what it takes to do some really incredible things, but I've made a lot of really stupid mistakes. And this course is so tough that like any mistake that you make is just ultra punishing. All right, D-loft. Now we're out there to the right. Hey, we got it up on the green. Yeah, this is our round 4 of our weekly tournament that we play in. Definitely gonna be dropping places after this round, but it is what it is. It happens. This is just the type of course that can beat you up, chew you up, spit you out, all that. All right, let's see here. Gonna give it just a little bit more. We have 3 pars on the card, by the way. Somewhere in between, Vic. So pretty much very fast. They're 176. Very fast is 186. And fast is 155. So these are essentially very fast screens. Alright, that's fairway and reg. Let's see if we can steal one more. Put another shape on this scorecard. And have one of the wildest scorecards that you'll see for this round. One of the wonders of the world. All right, 11 mile an hour. See, the problem here is gonna be being able to stop this because of the amount of club that we have to take. So 186. So would normally play close to that 11, maybe 8. I think you can actually just give this, like, backspin the way that it's... the wind is actually moving in, so I'm just going to give it a touch of backspin. Oh, wow. Just barely pushed it to the right, and that just ate it entirely. Alright, I don't want to put a shape on it unless it's a circle. I just would like to make sure that caveat is well documented. I don't want to score a bogey here. If we're putting a shape on it, it better be a bird. %. Okay, gotta hit it. Gotta hit it with some confidence. Honestly, not terrible. Honestly, not terrible. All right, I'm gonna hit this right side and firm. It's over. That's a 3-under. So we bookend the tournament with mistakes. We bookend the tournament with mistakes. Triple on round 1. Bogey start and ended 3-under. You know, 3-under doesn't paint a whole picture, but like, look at that. You've got some 4-unders, 5-unders. You got 3-under from Lindsay. You know, so some wild stuff can happen. Also, look at Witness taking the count back. Yeah, we could have, if we kept it clean, hand up, we keep it clean. We poured on a ton of scores this round, but I don't know. We're just gonna put a pin in that, and that's it for it, and we'll be back to fight again next week.